Today we start on number 3. We're making Kaak, the Lebanese way, the Arabic way. And I've got 5 pounds of flour here.
That's sifted flour, right?
It's already sifted. I have 1/3 cup of Yensun, anise, ground. And I have 1/3 of mahlab, which you can buy in Arabic stores, either ground or not ground. The one I'm using is from Lebanon. When my grandson was in school there, when there were a bomb in Lebanon, he was running away from there, but he already bought me the mahlab before he left, and that's what I've been using. And so that's 1/3 mahlab. Continue. I got the flour and the mahlab and the Yensun in here, and I have 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm adding this to the flour. And now I'm adding butter, 3 cups of grounded butter, melted. Now I'm gonna mix everything together. You have to rub the butter in the flour, and then after you do that, you put the yeast cake and the milk and sugar, and you mix it up. Okay, now we put all the ingredients in the flour, and it's all mixed. Now we're gonna add the milk and the yeast cake and mix it up. Okay, this is the yeast cake right here. It's a 1 envelope. Melted butter. Melted yeast cake. And this is the milk. 3 cups of sugar and 1 quart of milk warmed up on the stove. This is all the ingredients in the Kaak. Now we're mixing.
Who taught you how to make Kaak? Whose recipe is this?
My mother-in-law's recipe. Her mother.
Her mother's?
And all her daughters took over, and then the granddaughters took over, and then I came along and I took over.
Do you remember your mother's Kaak? Did your mother make Kaak?
No, my mother died before she made anything. She had all the kids, then she was gone. You have to get all the lumps mixed. Good.
The finished product.
Speak.
Go ahead.
Talk on.
Now this is the dough all mixed. Now we're gonna cover it and let it rise for 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever. You can make the dough before you go to bed, 11, 11:30, and let it rise till morning. You get up in the morning and bake it. To cover it with the foil, and then we cover it with a white sheet that I use to make the holy bread and the kaak. Now it's ready to rise. كاسكن that's عرق من عيد الفخار, and I hope you're gonna make this food and enjoy it and have a glass of عرق with it. After 5 hours we're continuing to make the kaak, and that's how it looks after it's done. Now it's all risen. Can show us making this.
So you're pin rolling it? What you gotta do?
I'm rolling it to cut some round cookies. Kaak.
So you're using a wine glass to make the shape?
This is the size of kaak we're gonna make. We'll show you again. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna?
So you dip it in the sesame seeds,
Yes,
and
it should be all full.
then press it on the crystal.
Yeah. That's how it looks. You dip it in the sesame seeds, and then you design it on a crystal bowl. And we'll put them in the tray like this, and then we stick them in the oven. We'll show you after they're baked. Okay, that's how we put the sesame on and make them flat. And now they're gonna go in the oven.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you after they're done.
Temperature.
350. Temperature 350. We bake this kaak on 375 convection oven, and that's how they come out, this color.
You have to let them cool.
We have to let them cool, and then we dip them with warm milk, lukewarm milk, and a little bit of sugar in the milk. And then we put them on the tray to let them dry, and then we pack them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer till we're ready to eat them. this is the sugar to dip. I have to add the milk and then we'll dip the kaak in here and let them dry up. Now I'm dipping the kaak in the milk and sugar, and we're gonna let them stand over here till they dry, and then we store them away.
How long do you let them soak?
Just for a second.
And here's all the done kaak cooling.
We're almost done with the kaak, so I hope you guys, whoever tries it, loves it, because we all do here. Thank you.